Jacathan Harlow. I just listened to this. For trying to get off of it. Yeah, Jack Harlow dropped that one song recently. This, which I've been meaning to check out. Clips I heard from it, pretty good. Interesting content just from like a 10-second clip I've heard. You don't get ads on my channel.
Is the fans. Are they taking the celebration a little too far?
I don't even know if I'm getting ads on my
No
channel.
sweat, same game parlay every day from January 9th to 13th.
Yeah, I'm just curious. As far as Jack Harlow goes, I'm not
$5 only on FanDuel.
Okay, so at first I thought he was cool because I remember when he was like kind of bubbling, my friend asked me like, what do you think of him? Do you think he has potential to blow up? And I said, yeah, there's potential to blow up. I don't think he's that great though. He's just cool. And he blew up fairly soon after that. It's kind of was dropping average to below average albums. Some of those albums are just straight up bad. Like the one in the car, or I don't know. I think he does a lot of pandering as far as like his rollout and public perception goes. Not necessarily, maybe not him, maybe it's his PR, whatever. Regardless, his team, him, they do a lot of pandering. I'm not gonna get too much into that. That I'm not a fan of. It just seems really blatantly obvious. Or maybe it's not. Maybe that's just genuinely him. That could be the case, but it does feel like that. His last album, I liked it. I thought it was good. It was just short, which makes it more of like an EP. I think it was like 23 minutes or something like that. Anything under like 30 minutes, I would consider an EP. But because the albums keep getting shorter and shorter nowadays, I'm being nice. I'll move it down to 25. I'll move the bar down to 25. Anything under 25, that's an EP to me. I'm not moving off of that. Or 7 tracks. Like people drop like Kanye started this thing where he dropped the 7-track albums. Those aren't albums. Those are EPs. I don't care. Like it's pathetic at this point. Like how we're just, our standards are just getting lower and lower and lower. And I am unmoving. It's 25 minutes, seven tracks. So if it's under 7 tracks or 7 tracks and under, EP. If it's 25 minutes or less, EP. I don't care. I don't care. Sorry. But I like the direction this last album went, which again was like, look at me, I can rap, but it worked. It was good. It was good. But it was just like I would have liked to see him put the same amount of promotion into that album as he did the other albums. Cause like, to me, then it comes across as I'm only worth promoting when I'm doing these type of records. But when I'm rapping and I care about the culture, or when I'm caring about, being in this hip hop space or like a real rap hip hop space, it's not worth promoting. Just drop it. I don't care if it doesn't sell anything. I don't care if it doesn't reach anybody. It doesn't matter. I'm just dropping it to kind of throw coal on that, to shut that side of my fan base up, is what it feels like. And then I'm going to go back to making this music. This is what I'm going to promote. This is what you're going to hear on the radio. This, you know what I mean? And I feel like if you really cared about that aspect of the culture, you would be pushing that stuff just as much. You would be using the other stuff, the superfluous, materialistic BS, Lil Nas X collabs, to give you a bigger platform to boost up this stuff, the stuff that's actually helping the culture, the stuff that actually means something to the culture, the content, the storytelling that you were doing on the last album, which I liked. Like I said, I just thought it was short. Well, I didn't think it was short. It was short. So those are my opinions so far. Let's get into this. This song ain't long enough for this intro. Let's go. We gotta get into it.
2,500 plus a couple utilities. Fuck it, I pay it just to keep the tranquility. Fuck it, I love you, I do anything for you.
I'm cracked at Monopoly.
Tranquility. Fuck it, I love you, I do anything for you. Settle down.
I don't think he was talking about Monopoly.
Y'all boys lame, shit killing me. Need to be reintroduced to humility. I ain't looking for no help.
Also, bar wise, pretty trash. Not gonna lie. Not right now. I'm just saying. I'm just giving you everything I think about him before this song. But like, bro, what do you say? I'm handing out pamphlets. Like I don't know. We said something about handing out pamphlets on. I think it was on that Drake song.
Utilities, fuck it, I pay it just to keep the tranquility.
That was garbage.
Fuck it, I love you, I do anything for you. Settle down with you. I don't want nobody grilling me. Y'all boys lame, shit killing me. Need to be reintroduced to humility. I ain't looking for no hip hop credibility. Give a fuck who feeling me. I'm feeling me. I'm really him. I'm really that remedy. Timothy Chalamet, pretty hop credibility.
All right, I accidentally fast forward and heard Timothy Chalamet. That's horrible. He doesn't care about hip hop credibility. All right. How do I feel about that? I think that's the clip I heard before, or I heard part of that. No, I saw somebody tweet about it. I didn't hear it, but I saw somebody tweet about it. And I feel the exact same way that tweet felt about it. You are using a culture to make a profit. You are using a culture to build a platform. You're using a culture, their comedians, their platforms, their what are they called? Interviewers, whatever. You're using everything that hip hop has to offer to boost your platform, especially as a white man. And you are saying you don't care about hip hop credibility. All right.
I don't want nobody. 2,500 plus.
This feels like just another white pop star coming in using hip hop and then dismissing it.
Couple utilities.
Which is why I wanted to let everything out in the beginning, because I didn't want to say anything afterwards negative, and everything negative and positive in the beginning, because I didn't want anything like he said, like if he said something like this, and if I said something negative afterwards, you guys might have thought, oh, he's just saying that now because he said something he didn't like. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying. You picking up what I'm saying.
Fuck it, I pay it just to keep the tranquility. Fuck it, I love you, I do anything for you. Settle down with you, I don't want nobody grilling me. Y'all boys lame, shit killing me. Need to be reintroduced to humility. I ain't looking for no hip hop credibility. Give a fuck who feeling me. I'm feeling me. I'm really him. I'm really that remedy. Timothy Chalamet, pretty girl salivate on the low, off the grid, in the cut, out the way.
That pretty boy stuff don't work on a grown ass man. But I don't care, bro. I don't care. Nobody wants to hear that. Yeah, that tells me all I think I need to know about this guy and his character. Maybe no. I don't care about hip hop credibility. I have money. Pretty girls like me, I guess. I don't know. It looks like a pretty average white guy to me. I don't have a problem with white guys. Let's be clear. I'm mixed. I'm just saying. It just looks like a guy I see at Kroger every weekend.
I ain't looking for no hip hop credibility. Give a fuck who feeling me. I'm feeling me. I'm really him. I'm really that remedy. Timothy Chalamet, pretty girl salivate.
I said Timothy Chalamet. Jesus Christ, bro. Give me a break.
On the low, off the grid, in the cut, out the way. My prime's in full swing like a Callaway. I need a dime, every dollar New Balance makes. Ain't about to let the world take my smile away. People that betray me don't even fucking know that I know. It's something that I just file away. Lost a few M's on the festival. Okay, and I can't wait to do the second one. All these little high heels sitting in the vestibule. Woke up to a best friend sleeping on the
second one in festival. That's a little stretch. I'll give it to you, but that's a little stretch. He's smooth. I guess well, that's kind of his bread and butter, right? It's just being smooth. That's why he gets on all these girl records and does girl records, and those do fine or whatever, and all these pop records where they're easily impressed by just rapping as long as it sounds smooth. They think it's great, but it's smooth. It's smooth, but as far as bar wise, lyricism, it's not anything to be impressed by.
Sectional fans still say they miss Jack with the spectacles. Last project I was giving you conceptual. Next project I'll be giving you exceptional. Fuck everybody, got me on some pansexual. Julie Greenwald.
You didn't say that. You didn't say that to me. 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 Oh my God. I was about to give him a compliment. Oh my God. I was about to say, look, maybe as far as I don't need hip hop credibility, maybe that was just a bad way of phrasing. I don't need credibility in general. I don't need like your approval of anything. If you got, not necessarily hip hop, but like he has to understand his position as a white man and his position in the pop field more than hip hop. He has a very poppy, that pop rap section of hip hop, right? He has to understand his position. He cannot say things like that, because to those fans, that seems like, oh, it's okay to dismiss hip hop, even though this is this is the biggest genre in the world. This is the most impactful genre in the world. This is what everybody's doing. It's okay to dismiss hip hop. It's okay to dismiss black culture. He has to be aware of the words he's saying. So I could give him a pass if maybe he explains it. If I decide to believe him, if he explains it like, it was just, a bad way of phrasing that. He's saying last album was conceptual, the next one's going to be exceptional. I like that talk. I appreciate that. I'm hoping that's the case, because the 2 albums prior to the last album were horrible. Now I'm not being nice. Now since you said you don't need hip hop credibility, I'll be honest. Last 2 albums prior to the last one was horrible. Last one was good. That's it. It was conceptual, but the concepts were, some of them fell flat. Anyway, or just hollow. This, I like that talk though. Sounds like he's going to hopefully, I mean, I don't know. He doesn't need hip hop credibility. So what are you going to do for the next album? Use hip hop again as a platform to, and all these media companies or whatever, they're just going to interview him. They don't care about the things he said. They don't care. As long as he's popular enough, they're still going to give him a platform. So that doesn't matter. Nothing he says matters. He's white in hip hop. He'll be all right in 2024.
Asking if I'm on schedule, label ready for the next record. I'll let you know about the ass gas sharing what they gave him last time that he went to renegotiate the decimals. Every day I grow a little less accessible, less of a people pleaser, less flexible, more simplistic, soulful, less technical. The world's my oyster. I'm about to get my dog a perpetual. I don't know why some of y'all skeptical. Maybe because we got the same passion, but you never went professional. I just know it's something about me that's detestable. New G-Wagon, that
this whole festival rhyme here is really good. I like that.
Bitch is electrical. The hate is detestable. New G-Wagon, that bitch is electrical. The hate got to me, but I had to act straight like I'm trying to seem hetero. Used to kill logos, not a crime scene federal. I'm proud.
So bad. The bar, like I said, the bar's so bad. Oh my God. Stop trying with punchlines. It is horrible. It is awful. Bro, stop. I don't know if you would ever see this in your life. Please stop. They're just not good. I know you're in there, you're writing your heart out, and you're like, this is it. It's not good, bro. It's not good. I'll give you credit where it's due. I was saying, I like the rhymes. Like I'm unbiased here. I have issues with certain things you said. I think some things are good, some things are bad. I'm 100% unbiased. I really don't care. Stop trying with punchline. Not everybody is a punchline rapper. Like, you don't need to be a punchline rapper. Like, you can be an amazing rapper. I think Eminem prior to like 2013 was not a punchline rapper, and he was one of the best rappers of all time. You do not need this. Stop. Put the gun down. Stop.
People please, less flexible, more simplistic.
Because this sounds good. A lot more of this.
I'm about to get my dog a perpetual. I don't know why some of y'all skeptical. Maybe because we got the same passion, but you never went professional. I just know it's something about me that's detestable. New G-Wagon, that bitch is electrical. The hate got to me, but I had to act straight like I'm trying to seem hetero. Used to kill logos, not a crime scene federal. I'm proud of what we done, but I'm trying to be better though. Cause I don't really think I've made nothing incredible. A lot of hard verses and a couple regrettable.
No, this is what I heard.
Yeah, I got a few of those. Couple regrettable. A lot of hard verses and I really think I've made nothing incredible. A lot of hard verses. Trying to be better though, cause I don't really think I've made nothing incredible. A lot of hard verses and a couple regrettable. As far as big records go, yeah, I got a few of those, but I
don't think I made anything incredible. What did he say? A couple of dope verses and a lot of regrettable.
And a couple regrettable. As far
I like the honesty. I like the transparency. I would be, if I was near him, I would be afraid of how this is affecting his mental health and stuff like that. Because artists are sensitive. This stuff isn't easy to make. It takes a lot out of you, especially at his level, financially, energy, time. Like, it's taken a lot. And then for him to look back and be like, that was a waste of time, that was a waste of my finances, that was a waste of all this, it was trash. You know what I mean? Like, I would check on him, if I heard something like this.
As far as big records go, yeah, I got a few of those, but I ain't done nothing indisputable. Maybe I'm delusional. I just left.
No, you're not delusional. That is accurate. Don't get me wrong. You're right. but check on him. The last album was good. But yeah, he's right. Nothing incredible yet. But I think a healthy level of delusion helps, like a Kanye, right? Whereas like he just out the gate was like, I'm the greatest thing to ever touch grass, you know, and that carried him to more and more success. Jay-Z, same thing, like that confidence. Sometimes it helps people. And I guess we're gonna see with the next album. Maybe he's somebody. Does he need more confidence? Because I've seen a lot, just historically in music, seeing people lose confidence and then they drop worse and worse albums, and then they just fall off and taper off after that. So if his next album is his best, maybe this little chip on his shoulder helps him. Or if it's maybe it's his worst, maybe it's worse than the last one, whatever. Maybe he needs a little confidence. Maybe he needs a little confidence booster. I can't help him with that. I don't know the guy.
The old me's funeral, I would turn the camera. Yeah, I got a few of those, but I ain't done nothing indisputable. Maybe I'm delusional. I just left the old me's funeral. I would turn the camera on and give you more of me like I used to do, but something about it don't seem suitable. Something about selling myself feels so juvenile. 400 degrees out, my knees out, walking around Louisville. Life's beautiful.
I like that little
something about it don't seem
mini rhyme scheme.
Something about selling myself feels so juvenile. 400 degrees out, my knees out, walking around Louisville. Life's beautiful when every impulse you have is quite doable.
Yeah, see, when he like rhyming these 3 syllables, like these like 3 syllable schemes, this is more enjoyable, more listenable. Like this is what he needs to focus on. Forget the punchlines, forget all that. Like I know I'm just been like ragging on him about the punchline thing, but like legitimately, until you get those watch battle rap, bro. Like I think the issue is, I feel like the main issue is when people aren't great with punchlines. One, you got to be creative. It's not just a matter of what I'm about to say. You got to be creative enough. You got to be intelligent enough. You got to know enough about. You got to be knowledgeable enough about the world and pop culture and all this different type of stuff to even make certain references. But the main thing I feel like is you don't know where the bar is set. You don't know enough to know where the bar is set. You don't watch enough. You don't listen enough to know where the bar has been set already. But when you really study things, like if you watch battle rap, you watch a ton of battle rap, that's really where the bar gets set, because that's all they do, right? That's where you're going to hear the best punchlines you ever heard in your life. And obviously there's levels to that. Once you study that and stuff like that, if you listen to that, and then you compare it to what you're writing down, and you're like, oh, this is, then you'll know like this is garbage. But if you don't watch that type of stuff, you don't know where the bar has been set already, then you might think something like, I'm telling everybody I'm straight, like I'm hetero or whatever he said. You might think that's good. That's awful.
Keep telling the truth as per usual. Pulse you have is quite doable. 100 degrees out, my knees out, walking around Louisville. Life's beautiful when every impulse you have is quite doable. I'ma keep telling the truth as per usual.
Okay. All right. I like this. I ragged on him about the punchlines. Punchlines were horrible, but overall I did like this. This was good. I will, I don't know, that I'm taking it back for that hip hop credibility line, but I will, for the sake of just giving like him, like, I feel like from what I've seen of him, he seems genuine enough to where I don't feel like he means anything malicious by the I don't need hip hop credibility line. I think he more so means like he's probably been getting a lot of hate for the pop records and stuff like that, and everybody's been ragging on him, and he probably feels some type of way about that. He'll say, I don't need your credibility, whatever. Which I don't think is a foreign concept, not just from a white artist, but from a black artist. I just think he needs to, from black artists too, is what I was gonna say. That doesn't make it right, though. I think he has to be careful with the way he's using those words, because those words are going to be manipulated by his other sect of fans. And I think that's the most disturbing fact of that, like, and I don't think that's safe, but I don't think he doesn't care about hip hop. So I'm not mad at him. I like this. I think this is a great direction for him to go in. I really like some of these pockets he was getting in when he was rhyming, like 3 syllables at a time, even more at certain times. I really like that. That was very entertaining for me. If he had a whole album of that, or a longer album, not an EP, a longer album, I would listen to it a lot. I would like it. I liked the last album a lot. Like I said, it was just an EP, so I didn't, I couldn't rank it as high as I would on my album list of 2023. I forgot when it came out. But yeah, this took me on a roller coaster. But that's what hip hop is supposed to be, right? It's supposed to be hip hop in at its core is counterculture. So you have to be prepared. And I always say this anytime somebody is saying bad words you don't like or bringing up concepts you don't like, whatever, within hip hop, you have to be ready to not necessarily accept those things, but you can't be so sensitive. Like, this is hip hop is counterculture. It's where you're going to get the most truth. You're going to get the most storytelling. You're going to get the most vulnerability from an artist. And this is a prime example of that. Like, he's at a point where he feels like these hip hop heads and media figures and stuff like that are just criticizing him, maybe unjustly, and all the hate and stuff like that are criticizing him unjustly. And he's just like, forget your hip hop credibility, whatever. But then he goes on to say, I dropped some horrible stuff before, pretty much. I haven't dropped anything great. So you're saying you haven't dropped anything great, but you're mad at people who are saying you haven't dropped anything great. You know, and I think that's something probably needs to think about, but that's human, right? Like, you're going to have conflicting thoughts. You're going to be angry, even though maybe you feel like somebody, oh yeah, they have a right to be angry, but I'm still angry at them, for being angry at me, for doing what they did, maybe had a right to punch me in the face, but because I said X, Y, and Z, but I still shouldn't have done that. You can have conflicting thoughts. That's human. That's what makes hip hop so interesting. That's what makes it so beautiful as a culture, as an art form. So overall, I liked it. Again, word choice, phrasing, I would like him to change a little bit, be more conscious of it. Again, be aware of your impact as a white man in hip hop who also crosses over into that pop genre. You have to be aware of how you're saying those things, how those are going to come across to your white fans, your kid, not even the white fans, the kids that are listening, because he has a lot of kids, the women, whatever, how that's going to come across and how that's going to impact the way they think. Because maybe he meant it the way I was saying he probably meant it, was just like, dismissing the media and stuff like that. But not necessarily like the fans, people, the love he gets from the hip hop side, but, or just in general hip hop, they're going to interpret it as, oh, hip hop's trash. This stuff is better. Hip hop culture can be dismissed. I'm hoping he doesn't co-sign that. So yeah, that was it. That was pretty good. I liked it. I'm hesitant on actually giving it a like because of that hip hop line, but overall, I liked it. That was good. Yeah. All right. Good. Hit proof, subscribe. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm thinking about it more. I'll just listen a couple more times.